I was chatting away to you guys and didn't read it. There you are. Sorry, I was just saying I'm just going to do some posting. How are we all? G'day. So all I said really, all you missed was me talking nonsense, just saying I haven't shared this to my socials, so bear with me, people, and I will do that now. And that was basically it. How are you all? Tell me your predictions. I just gave you mine. I said Fremantle by 26. Let me know what you ladies and gents think. Because I think it's going to be a good one, this one. I actually think we're going to have a really good game. Let me know what you guys and girls think. Just need to mute that and put that through the other audio so you can't hear it, so we don't get copyright infringed. Always going to make sure you do that. But here we are. We are ready, I think. I think I've done everything. Let me just double check my end. Hello, everyone. Freo by 26. Gratz, good day to you. Saints by 14. Saif, a draw. Saints by 7. Saints by 15. Sorry, lads and lasses. Pom's a bit daft. St Kilda by 15. It's going to be an interesting one, I think. It's going to be an interesting one. Just it's going to be one of them I like neutral games. I'm a bad football watcher when it's my own team, but I genuinely enjoy watching football when it's not mine. Is anyone else like that? I don't find watching my own team therapeutic, relaxing. I find it one of the most stressful exercises in the world. Sarah says Freo by 30. Freo by 34. Stock and Bog. It's got a chance. He's going to have to be if they're going to win, but it's going to be interesting, isn't it? The Ross Derby, how are we calling it? I'm okay now. A couple of days after, do you know what I mean? It's one of them things, isn't it? You're always worked up a couple of days after. I'm going to give them 3 games until I start losing my bananas, but I can't watch that too often. Yeah, I feel you, Lou. Yeah, it's just, you're too invested. Yeah, SG, my wife is a Saint girl as well, so I'm not saying the split lows in this because I genuinely don't care. Win or lose, I'm just hoping for a good game. We need to beat the Cats. Indeed, we do. But we're about to see the bounce. I'm on KO. So if I'm a little bit behind, away we go. And Fremantle, as you'd suspect, win the first clearance, but straight to Mr. Was that Brad Hill? Looked like him. No, it wasn't Brad Hill. It was Milwera. Big tip Counting to run them over by 16 points. But best on ground Thursday. I actually went Hewitt. I know a lot of people went Young. I thought Hewitt was sensational because our midfield was piss. And I've got to give bonus points for a guy that stood up pretty much on his own until Cripps managed to get free. Next week, best on ground, hot tip, TDK. And you'll find out why. If you're on Big Footy, I'll share it on my socials. I've done a major write-up for Big Footy on the things, and you'll see why I think that. Hot tip. Darcy takes it straight out of the ruck. Oh, go on. Oh, what an offload. What a goal. Freo have the first, a bit of Frederick. What a goal that was. Smart little handball. Doc was good in the last as well. He was. There was a few. For me, my take out of the fourth quarter for Carlton, right, was why was Cripps for 3 quarters going back to 2018 Cripps being forced to get the ball out? He won a Brownlow by Kennedy and Hewitt doing the hard yakka. Didn't like that. I didn't like the fact Carlton didn't go hard either. I understood. Go slow against Richmond, generally beats them, and they can't score organically, as we proved. They're tough to score organically. But I was waiting for us to go into 3rd, 4th, 5th gear, and it never happened. So I'm willing just to say that Richmond were just as bad as us. So it's one of them things, isn't it? So that's 6. Freo, zip, St Kilda. We're on a Rowan Marshall watch, because in my draft, I took Rowan Marshall. So hopefully he does well. Tell you what, this is what Carlton didn't do. I want to see the handball back. I know traditionalists hate it. Handball makes Carlton look so much better. Here he is. Dan Butler out here, running in forward line there from St Kilda was appalling. And Hayden Young takes the mark. Good start. Bit lively this game, isn't it? Collingwood look good again. Not surprised. If you followed Pomming Oz, we hate Collingwood, but it doesn't surprise me. Clearance was an issue, and they signed the best clearance player the last 20 years for what they need. Sinclair's everywhere. Big boomer by Brad Crouch. Horrible lead, but well mopped up. I will say this about Carlton, though. Last season, we lose that game by 6 goals. It is, Carlz. It is. As Dan Butler takes the intercept received, and Mason Wood picked him out. Butler to level things up. 2 minutes 20, we'll call it. Tell you what, though, having that tall winger there, Mason Wood, makes the difference. Looking forward to seeing what Blakers does. Which one are you talking about, Collingwood or Geelong? Hey there, Michael. I can't wait till next Thursday, though. Carlton by 23 on Thursday. I haven't actually thought about my tips, and I usually put a bit of thought into them. My gut says Carlton by 21. And that, I don't know where that's coming from. That is just me looking within. Haven't put a lot of thought on it. I reckon Tom Stewart, I can tell you, Tom Stewart improves his output to Carlton by 120%, I think it was. Oh, wait, I've got the stats here. As great intercept from Mr. St. Kilda. Oh, what's going on here? Surely not. Oh, what has he done there? Dan Butler, he could have run a bit further there. Tom Stewart improves his output against Carlton by just under 30%. It's great, isn't it? So his output is 130%. Great, isn't it? And he's not there. Thoughts on Sauce? As a parent, I'm not a big fan of, to be honest, not a fan of media commenting it. As long as Jack's all right, couldn't give a fuck. I know that sounds horrible, but I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Sauce because I reckon Sauce is one of them parents like my pop. How many weeks will Cozzy get? Should be about 2 to 3, shouldn't it? But it's AFL, isn't it? Could be totally let off. Stocker gets the intercept. Go Manly. I'm not watching the NRL. Are they playing? Come on. Love a little handball. Players are here if they hit a target. Oh, that up and under into 50. Lot of work to do. Brayshaw finds, tell you what, that's another thing Carlton need to do. Find a person to be at the fall of the ball. Brayshaw got the free kick there. Decent game, this. Look at that. A switch in the back half. You'd pay, wouldn't you? St Kilda are on top here. Just no look on the scoreboard. 6-1. You see, this here is like perfect football for me. You can be slow in the back arse. Sammy, I'm with you. Like I said it on Blue Abroad, he probably had a nice malt that Popper Silvani gave him, and they shared that. Oh, big hit. Brayshaw. Oh, that up and under. calamity, though, in forward. And is that? He's done it. Tell you what, calamity never let the ball bounce. And I think it's touched. But great play there by Schultz. Any news on Walsh? I reckon it's 2-3. Yeah, Moore's tackle on Ollie Henry was good. Oh, and that's the problem with the AFL tribunal. Oh, Jesus. Corridor football. We love it. Tell you what, there is runners all over. St Kilda are spreading well, though, defensively. This should be interesting, this. Oh, well done. Good smother. Go again. Go on. Bit of time. Well done, Stocks. Good hustle. That's unfortunate. Liam Henry takes the mark. Half a pocket, half a flank there. What has he done there? Tell you what. If you're Darcy, you don't thank him for that. Good tackle. Tell you what. Good pressure. Good pressure from Saints. Questionable decision, though, from Henry there. Sinclair, you love to see it. That guy's going to get about 100 touches this game, you can already tell. Tell you what, Fremantle down this right-hand side, looking to make something happen. Jesus, you don't want any... Tell you what, some of these beautiful George Gregan. I reckon it's going to be tough, Trev. It's doable, though. It's doable. The way I see it is Carlton obviously had a focus on not playing quickly to avoid being hurt on transition, and it looked horrible. Have they forgotten how to go fast, run and stun that we saw 8-2? Probably not. I expect them to run and stun. Collingwood showed you what Geelong... You've got to be patient and take your chances. You can beat them. It's a great kick to Old Marshy there. Another questionable handball. That's a great kick, though. Gresham's going to get his first. And I won't kibosh St Kilda's chances, but it should be 7-6. Yeah, what was that white stuff, Sammy? Is it ale? Tell you what, bit of pressure, bit of intent. Jade Gresham. From straight in front. Saints take the lead. Jade Gresham, one of my 10 to watch this year, I think, from memory, Jade Gresham. I reckon he'll like that. Beautiful little bit of play there. They got counted as a mark. Little fend off. Philip Hu. Great kick to Rowan Marshall. Questionable handball inside. Kick comes in and Gresham. Bang. Sammy. Dandelions. Tell you what, St Kilda have made a wish with that transition. Jade Gresham there. With his first, St Kilda's first, 117. Plays 106 in St Kilda's favour. It's been a fairly entertaining game, this. And not many people fancied it. It's good banter, Sammy. You got me. Ah, oh, Philip Hu. My boy. Well done, boys. Good little bit of football, this. Have you ever seen anyone sweaty as Brad Crouch? I know he's got an elite engine, but that guy, he drips, like, from bounce. Oh, what? That was a lazy defensive effort. Fremantle have done well to recover from that. Russell Brand there for Fremantle. You see, Mighty Blues, Gov, he cost us 3 goals with mistakes, but he also saved us 5 goals with his intercepts. Like, 2 of them intercepts were certain goals. Definitely, he's a guy that he's going to be an issue if Carlton don't move their midfield to help him. Because our midfield just ran away as soon as we turned it over. Stock is playing. He's done some good moments. Had a good one-on-one win. Slowed him down. So Coming up to the 10-minute mark of the first. Big wing kick into 50. Oh, well done. Tell you what, Rowan Marshall just dropping back. They've got a real defined role with Rowan Marshall, and it's what annoys me about Carlton, that TDK doesn't have a role. It's just kind of like he's the legs of Pitternet. Philippou here getting so much of the ball. Just out wide. Good decision maker he is, genuinely. Big Gregor Owen. Great lead from Caminiti. On to Clark. Smother. Higgins. It's a goal. St Kilda flying. Here. Taking the goal lead. And tell you what. Excellent work there. Philippou can play. Good kick. Great contest from Big Ant. And tell you what, Higgins, right place, right time. That's what I thought, Sammy. I didn't mind that. You see, he played 68% of game time in the VFL. Like, use the sub rule. Hunter Clark is smothered, but you see, this is fucking it. Every time I've watched football this week, except my own team, someone is always at the front or the back of a contest. If he's fit, Durden, but I mean, Carlton's forward line last week, disgrace, wasn't it? I mean, when Jack Martin is your leading pressure axe in forward line, you've got a problem. Hunter Clark is having a day out. That could go through. Oh! Behind. 14-6. St Kilda playing decent football here. They're giving it a go. Maybe Voss the boss was right. Maybe he has learned. He's playing nice. Corby's playing all right. They're all, to be fair, St Kilda, they're galvanised. And I like this get the ball forward approach. Hayden Young with an appalling kick in, which you could argue was out of bounds deliberate. Because that was no one near it. This Darcy Marshall. I can't wait for this battle. It's going to be a real good battle. Two contrasting ruckmen. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Russell Brand here, new captain of Fremantle. Look at that there. Players at the front of the contest. Hunter Clark is unlucky there. That's a great handball. Go on. Oh. Fremantle here. There's players streaming forward. What has he done? Good tackle by Fife. And it's high. Mighty's Blues preaching to the choir. And the answer is TDK. Staring us in the face. Jesus, holding the ball. A little bit stiff. Here he is, Luke Jackson. Kicking backwards. You don't often see it. Love a switch. Gets me going. You see, this is the patient build-up I like, what Fremantle are displaying now. Patience with purpose, though. It's not ball retention for the sake. And look at the movement here. Players naturally gravitating towards every mark from Freo. That is a huge thing. If you're going to play ball retention, want space, want ball. Is it just me or does James Aish look like he's 105? Bit old in there from Wilkie. He's got away with it, though. Exit ball and Mateus rises. Great kick. Oh, I'll tell you what. He drew the tackle a hill. I hate JSS in the ruck. I'll tell you what, Gresham wanted that. Brad Hill off a man. Oh, Brad Hill's another go. Hunter Clark has been in everything. That could be in the back. They've got away with that. Fremantle launch a counter. There's players everywhere here for Fremantle. Not too sure that was a handball, but we'll take it. What a shot. That's shocking. St Kilda lived to fight another day. St Kilda were frantic defending there. Players out here for St Kilda. Good kick. Good kick. Hey, what? St Kilda playing some good football. And it's all you can ask, isn't it? Really. G'day, Paul. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well, mate. I'm enjoying this. I forgot how good football is when you haven't got anything invested. I'll tell you what, it's not the Sunday best, is it? But there it is. I really like that Michito Owens, though. I mean, I know that probably wasn't his best work, but big fan of Mitch Owens. Big boom. Look at the setup, though, at the front of the ball, and look, runners either side. So I don't mind that kick. It's the most commonly used kick. Do you know what I mean? Mighty Blues, if TDK was in the forward line, I'd drop Jack Martin. My changes would be Jack Martin and Owens out, and Durden O'Brien in. And I think Cowan has got a bit of a knock. I'd probably bring Chincotta in. But I think TDK, I think the argument between JSOS and J-Mart I have is one's dynamic but does nothing if he doesn't kick goals. And the other one probably can't hurt a team with 3 or 4 goals, but does present well. All right? If you've got TDK is the dynamic one. I did. I had the best night. Thank you for asking, Paul. It was the best night. Can't thank my mates enough. I sang all night. Lost my voice. Swam my voice is a little bit off. Great night. Screamed a bit as well. Motlop and Owies, when their average position is almost halfback because they get caught in transition. You watch this. Watch St Kilda and Fremantle. When they turn the ball over, working hard to get forward. Jack Martin's one of them players that you need to get invested in the game. And I was kind of looking forward to Jack Martin's game. Don't know what anyone else thought last week because he played on the ball for parts, which is how you get them players invested. Degoe's a great example. If he doesn't get the ball early, horrible. Played him through the midfield and now he's a full-time midfielder. That's the exception. But Martin at Richmond, when he's not getting the ball, they play him there. I felt Carlton just didn't change that on-ball crew. And for me, I think you get punished. Same with Fish. Oh, umps! You'll see what I mean, right? Right, look at him here. Aish. I love Aish, but he looks 105. And the other one is Ethan Hughes for them. Looks about 100 years old. No chip kick so far as well. That's a great kick. Players out. Look at the players stream forward for Freo. They need a goal here. Oh, how's that not high umps? 3 people took him round the neck. What a game this is. Tell you what, I was actually going to do the Collingwood Geelong game, and I was upset when I watched it live. I was like, oh, fuck, should have done this one. But I thought there's going to be plenty of time to do them 2 teams. Thought we'll give these 2 teams a bit of love. Free kick going against there. Was that for in the back or high? But should be a chance here. Stiff that. I loved Holland's game. I was surprised he played defensive wing, but 15 Ks. Impressive. Lot of pressure acts as well. One of the top performing midfielders in that. As Schultz lines up at goal to bring this to 13-15. And St Kilda here will probably rue if this happens. They haven't taken their chances. Slots it through. 15-13. You know, that goal umpire is my favourite one. He looks so happy. So invested. Like that. Great game, though, so far. 3 minutes 30. Yeah, Motlop always was so far away. But I mean, Motlop he's going to be a goal kicker. He showed it towards the end of last season. Do you know what I mean? Just he has to be high up the ground. I'm not too sure what his role is. I mean, the fact that our wide players were so deep, even the wings. Do I have a rugby league team? I'm in the UK. I do Hull KR. I haven't really got behind an NRL team. I'd say obviously Storm, because I'm in Melbourne, is the team I probably have an affinity with. I did used to like the Tigers because I loved Benji Marshall. He was one of my favourite players. He's coach now, isn't he, of them? Makes me feel old. Steele with the short hair I'm not too sure of. Great little kick there. Look at the work rate there, though, from them. From Saints. It's coming in. Marshall! And Midcheater! He's got it! What a goal! Ireland did. Oh, football. I'd say victory, but I'm going to be a real snob. I'm not a big fan of A-League, but I will watch it because I love football. Tell you what, it took an age to go through, but at the front of a pack. Do you know what I mean? Look, he's there at the fall of the ball. What you want your smalls to do causes problems. I can't believe they're actually checking that. That was like over 400 meters past the goal line. 21-13. Few injuries for the Cats. Oh, umpire, he's hanging off Brayshaw before he's even got the ball. Yeah, it'd be victory. I wouldn't say I'm an avid fan though. I watch it. If I'm not doing anything, it comes on, but it's not like my other sports where I turn it on, so I can't really say I'm a fan. Hey up, Foil Grim. Jaeger. He looks good in Frio colours, doesn't he? I know it's the away kit. Here we are. See there, look. Frederick's there at the front of the pack. Do you know what I mean? Schultz at the back. Prepared if the ball doesn't get marked. I haven't checked the fixture list. I'm making it up as I go along. Let's have a look now. Let's be, as my pop said, you can't be non-committal, son. That's what my pop used to say. We don't have a female coach yet. I've handed in my CV, though. I'm happy to do it. What game tickles me fancy next week? Part of me likes the Sydney Hawks game. Do you know what I mean? But Brisbane-Melbourne is probably the obvious one. I think that would actually be a good game, purely on the account of it will be a good game. So, yeah, we'll do Brisbane-Melbourne. Good shout, Clarence. Good shout. I've said umpire a few times at the start of the game. I do get invested when it's not my team. It's kind of nice. Steele with the intercept. I'll be doing Carlton versus Geelong on Blue Abroad as always. So don't worry about that. It's great. Kick in. Yeah, I'm sick of seeing contests and people at the front and the back of contests. It's annoying me. Henry, great kick into the corridor. Vision. Come on, Jackie. Go on. Keep going. Oh. They are. I can see. That's great. Exits out of D50 have been a delight. St Kilda rampant here. Gresham. Still Gresham. Did he handball that? I'm not too sure. Hayden Young. Hayden Young's distance he gets on these kicks is phenomenal. Great handball inside. There's no way he marked that. Well done, Umps. 42 seconds, and this game is fierce. Brad Hill, go on. Look for... Oh, Brad. They should have players out here. Can't wait, Foilgrim. I don't think there is any names, Mighty Blues. But honestly, I'll do it. I'll do it. What do I want? We'll do our CV now. 75k a year, I'll do it for. Minimal, because it's not like it's all year. So I think that's well overs. Yeah, when you get, at least you get some honesty. But I want to be able to select my list manager. 100%. Seven seconds. Need to get it inside 50. I think we're going to run out of time. We have. So quarter time. 21-13 to St Kilda, surprisingly. It's been a really good game, actually. I have thoroughly enjoyed that game. I think it's been a great game. End to end. Exciting. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. Who would I want as list manager? I reckon between me and Nick Austin, we could work out the AFLW. Assistant coach would be an issue. Who would I want as an assistant coach? Yeah, I think Nick Austin could do it. You see, I'm a firm believer that the men and the women should co-align a little bit. But I think it'd be good. I think we'd be all right, to be honest. I'd back myself in. Probably not with the list we've got at the moment, but I'd back myself in. But very good quarter from both sides. Got to say, a lot more aggressive from Ross the Boss, which may be a surprise. But he's definitely learned. I've enjoyed that quarter. It was a weird game, Foilgrim, wasn't it? The analogy has blacked my head. It was definitely one of them games. Well, I mean, let's be honest. It's one of them games that if you weren't a Carlton or a Richmond fan, you would have switched off. But I'll tell you what is impressive here. St Kilda, do you know what I mean? 14 points in turnover. Very, very impressive because when they turn the ball over, they go in numbers. And that's what annoys me about our Blues. Hey, Jason, how you doing, mate? Hey, don't apologise, my friend. You're here now. And that is all that counts. Footy's back, do less. Jimmy Briggs. Who the frick is Jimmy Briggs? Who's he? Never heard of it. Up until then. Tell you what, I've got to say, the cinematics of AFL at the moment, A-grade. A-grade. Should be good. Got some good games. Just looking at the fixtures next week. Some decent fixtures, actually. And you don't have to hear me say that. But there is some decent games that I'm actually looking forward to. Like, obviously, Carlton Blues. Carlton versus Geelong Cats. Brisbane, Melbourne, we're covering that. That'll be a good game. But then Pies Port will be a great game. That'll be a good game. Crows, Richmond. Could be a good game, but Crows look poor. St Kilda Dogs could be an entertaining one. Freo North. Based on this, that could be a good game as well. Sydney Hawks could be monstrous based on Essendon winning. Essendon versus Gold Coast. That could be entertaining. Eagles Giants. That could be an interesting one as well. Got to be interesting. Some good games. Some caveat games next week. You know, them games that you just don't quite know what is going on. Should be a good one. Yeah, I will be back now doing the watch-alongs all year, mate. Don't worry, Jace. I'll be back. It was just this week I had it off My Chemical Romance. They only tour once every decade, so And it was pre-booked for a while, so I'll be back. Good first quarter, though, this. I've enjoyed it. Do you know what I mean? I've really enjoyed St Kilda Fremantle. It's been a real entertaining game. Hill's been everywhere, hasn't he? And I've really enjoyed Hunter Clark's game. Ross is already getting into him. You love to see it. You know what I love about Nick Del Santo? Is he has the cleanest pair of runners I've ever seen every week. It's outrageous. But I did not know. I enjoyed myself, Clarence. I was with my best mate, Higgsy. That was a good bants. It was a good laugh. So I had fun there. And it was a real good night out. Matthias Philippo's been good. Thank you, Michael. Much pleasure, mate. Philippo's been really good. I've really enjoyed his game. But yeah, Caminiti has been... This goal here was just textbook. Do you know what I mean? Runners everywhere. Players at the fall of the ball. Good goal. Jace, probably. If you're a shoe sponsor, get in touch. Look at that there. Score from defence. 13. Russell, love that. Brad Hill giving Matthias some advice. Second quarter about to begin. I'm excited about this. I'm excited. There's another one as well. He looks a lot older than he is. Little pom facts here about age. Nathan Wilson also looks like he's had a rough paper out. Must be something about being in Perth, mustn't it? It's got to be. I suppose Fremantle's not really Perth, is it? But it's, you know what I mean, WA. There we are. They did go very well, Paul. And around the AFL, like you say, mate, they've all gone pretty well, haven't they? Sheasel was something else, though. He was exciting to watch. Love this battle between Marsh and Darcy. Always hope when we play Freo, though, isn't there? Especially, this game's, it's in Perth, isn't it? John Clark. You know what I like about Fremantle, though, is they keep the ball going forward, which I think is really important when the game gets scrappy, like the first quarter was at times. Just keep the ball moving forward, keep it going forward. Mate. Always, mate. Always, mates, mate. Mighty Blues. See you, mate. Good luck with the resumes. Hayden Young to Nathan looks 100 years old. Hello, Douglas. How you doing? Tell you what, just taking the time off there for you. I believe it's... people are saying that it's a dandelion storm. They could be winding me up, though. Eventually they are. It does seem to be scattered to one area, though. But you never know, do you? Like, the grounds this year in the AFL, what a poor start. I mean, we should talk about the grounds. My thought is, Ed Sheeran was booked for nearly 2 years, wasn't it? Because it was the reschedule of the COVID, wasn't it? So, that's weird to me. Like, yeah, it's dandelions. Close up. Close up. Close up, it was dandelions. Owen gave us that intel earlier. But with the grounds have been... the MCG, what's everyone's thoughts on the grounds? Like, I just think the AFL... Obviously, I understand the money factor, but seems bizarre to me. Because that ground is dangerous. Like, players were slipping in the warm-up in the Carlton game. and the Collingwood game. Big risk. There's a lot of them, though. If you go to the close-up when they... Here, look. You can see it. Yeah, I know that. I know a good mate of mine was reporting on the game from the boundary, and he was saying that the players were literally slipping over, and he walked the boundary, and he said that new patch, it was like someone had put... He described it as like someone had put, you know, the fake carpet, the carpet squares on a polished tile floor. He said you could actually feel it slide as you put your feet down. Just, this is elite level sport. It shouldn't be like that. Like, oh, I don't think... I mean, I think the Tom Stewart one, you could make a little bit of an argument, Owen, but it's just, it is a high risk. Like, when you've got Sam Dockett, you're saying AFL with an ACL, he was concerned. If you're playing with concern, that's an injury, isn't it? It's Dandelions, Edward. Good day, Jason, into YouTube. Here we are. Great handball inside. Brayshaw goes in. No one out the back. St Kilda clean up, but great. That's ball. Umpire. Yes. What? Here we are. Luke Jackson. He got ball. I agree, Clarence. Like, I don't understand why the AFL didn't push it back a week, because it was always going to happen. Could be the boots, mate. Honestly, I'm with Faz on this. I know he was taking the piss a bit. Luke Jackson has just probably done the worst kick I've ever seen. Who are you backing? I'm just backing a good game. My heart is with St Kilda because of my wife. And Fremantle because of my eyes, because I like purple. But genuinely, win or lose, I'd like a close game, like a nail biter. I would like St Kilda to get up for my wife, though. There we are. Fremantle, tell you what, their exit at D50 is just sweet. Well done, sir. Sean Darcy with the double-fisted spoil that goes 5 centimetres. Brad, tell you what, in this game, Wanganeen Mawera has been absolutely robbed in this game. Yeah, Douglas, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because, like, and Mawera, Owen, you just never like to... I don't have second teams, but it's just St Kilda makes my wife, and like Clarence says, happy wife, happy with life. Fremantle needs to start taking some chances here. Ross, you can see he's so glad to be back in the AFL, isn't he? Some bizarre decisions in this game. And it's an important goal, this. Taberner needs to kick this. He's got 50. Has he got 50? Unbelievable umps. Umpire, mate. There we are. Taberner kicks his first. What are you doing? I was going to say, if they're conferring, if that went through, I was going to lose it. But 19-21. Good game, this. Not too sure what that free was that Mawera did. What did he do? No, I knew you meant Douglas. I always find it hard to like anything, any other team, but I'm like you. I think because of my wife, like, I hope they go well. Like, I'd love a St Kilda Carlton final. I'm not too sure what that Mawera decision was that caused that. Yeah, I thought they were going to confer at the minute, and I was like, how are you conferring when he's in front? Like, if you miss that, there should be a rule. If you're in front of the post and you kick it, and we have to check it, it's a behind automatically. Jaeger there. Good strength. Jason Clever. Oh. I've seen them as paid. And it has been paid. Jesus, umpire. Pulling the jumper. Was it really Milera in the midfield? I thought he contested that well. I understood the Wilkie one that caused the goal, but the midfield one was stiff. Is that another 50? Jesus, umpire. Well, Aish, you know what? I hate it when they all like high-five each other when they get the 50, you know, kick it. Because I just think if you missed here, can you imagine the scenes? There we are. Aish kicks and Fremantle through in discipline, really. 25-19. And some unhappy St Kilda fans there. That's stiff, that. I do appreciate Sinclair's mullet, though. Decent lid. I suppose he had control of the ball there. You could argue that. Who caused the 50 here? Oh, God. Honestly, the fact you can't talk to umpires anymore is one of the more ridiculous things in the AFL, in my opinion. Absolutely does my banana, man. Could never have been an AFL footballer because I chunt at refs and umpires a lot. Definitely need the next goal, St Kilda, because this has got a feeling that momentum is shifted. Great mark there by old Ethan Hughes. Well done, Cal. They definitely need the next goal. Because I'd say Fremantle... Oh, Frederick comes from nowhere. Smothers. Tell you what, St Kilda, a lot of work to do. You could argue he had prior there, but you wouldn't. Good stoppage. This is going to be this is going to be very, 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 very dangerous. Definitely changed the rules, Douglas, this year. They're definitely... Some things have been more heavily monitored, but since they've changed that, you can't fake the handball. It seems the protected area is going. You've seen it in this game quite a bit. Players just run through it that aren't interfering with play. Bit of work to do for Cal against Taberner. He's done well. Good pressure. Oh, behind. Tell you what, St Kilda need this next goal. If Fremantle kick another goal, it could get messy. It's got that game now. Fremantle have got back level terms. Probably not deserved, in my opinion. But it's one of them games that you can just sense if they get another goal ahead, heads might drop from Freo, from Saints, because they've worked hard. Jade, why are you stopping? Fremantle are out here. Alfazi running umps. He stopped and carried on. That is another rule the AFL need to look at. How long they deduce until you've played on for the mark. Because there, right, with all due respect to Switkowski, he's taken the mark and slowed to a stop in space, but then going the extra 2-3 steps. I'd count that as play on, in my opinion. Look, here, watch. Mark, he stopped. He's carried on going. That's shocking. That's shocking. St Kilda live to fight another day. 11 minutes to 50 to go in this quarter. It's been a ripping quarter, this. You know what they need to do, though, Douglas, is both of them need to start appealing a bit more. And I've heard Voss doesn't like it. Fuck it. How's that going? Looks like it's a hammering. Nice little build-up play here. I do like Mason Wood on the wing. Centered ball. Philippou there got way too warped into that contest. That's allowed them to exit. I agree, Douglas. You can risk it. It's a risk, but like I'd like to see them like do what you see. Jeremy Cameron does it all the time. He still goes for the ball, but he's drawing to the attention. And I also think they crumb their own fucking rubbish as well. Do you know what I mean? They have to crumb, which makes the movement look like they're going for the ball, which other key forwards don't. Nice little switch here. St Kilda, though, working hard, but they've got the free. Kaminti here. He's going to kick this in. Right, umpire. Alex Pearce has talked to him as much as Steele did. How is this not 50? Because he's not happy. He's gesticulating. Decent little player, this. Be a big goal for him here. Sucking in the big ones. Looks good off the boot. Is it dragged left? I agree, Douglas. I'd like to see them, though, actually bring it to the umpire's attention it's happening. Both of them are way too honest. And as a striker in football when I was a kid, I was the least honest forward. I'd tell the ref there was things there that want. Yeah, it's finding the happy medium, Jace, but he'd play for the free, but he'd never bring it to the umpire's attention. He'd just fall down. Yeah, Paul winds me up. And you look at the AFL rule manual as well, like 90% of them are interpretation. Fucking stupid rule. Mate, safe is the word I would use to describe Carlton on Thursday. Everything was a little bit safe. And I like bold Carlton that we saw in the first 10 rounds. Great handball chains here. Luke Jackson, great little give and go. Good kick as well. I agree, Paul. That is horrific. Frederick there, that could have been problems. Fremantle clear up. Fremantle here just need to slow it down a little bit because they're getting very trigger happy. St Kilda, if they get a goal here, that is horrendous from Milwera. This needs to be a goal. Jordan Clark. Oh. Hey, Michael, how you doing, mate? You see, I like Carlton's first quarter, I'm going to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Because it was slow and it's how you beat Richmond, but I felt like they never wanted to get out of gear one. Here we are. This run in here is something to behold. Look at the players running, but running in patterns. So he's got options. Horrible kick, but there should be enough players here to clean it up. Hunter Clark deserves a goal. Oh. Yeah, Doug, if you go back and watch the second quarter where we bombed a lot, you watch the midfield. They set up for that. They don't run to the ball carrier. Watch St Kilda and Freo. They run to the ball carrier in D50. Ours run away. It's almost like they know Harry's going to mark it. TDK is going to mark it. And I hate that because when you're going to go down the wing, which is, it's like 70% of round one, we've seen that exit kick. They always have players around the fall of the ball. We don't. And the worst thing, and this is the big problem I have with Carlton, is Motlop, JSauce, Martin are guilty of doing this. They go up with the tall when they're stationed to stop it. Free kick here. Luke Jackson's protected. That's a great kick by Liam Henry. That's split them open. Absolutely split them open. Frederick's pace is insane. Tell you what, Nat 5's kicking in this game has been one of the worst kicking displays I've seen. Come on, Milwera, mate. Saints need a goal here. Yeah, it kills me, Douglas, mate. Like, the biggest pet hate I have in football, and Geelong were guilty of this in the second half against Collingwood, is Smalls getting drawn into the aerial contest. When you've got Hawkins and Cameron, like Carlton have got Mackay and Kerner, let them go up for it. You just stay on the ground. Because if anything, you're going to get in the way of them. Do your job. We all want to be a hero, but sometimes our place isn't to be a hero. Good setup. Tell you what, great setup defensively there by St Kilda. They were at 6s and 7s. They worked hard to get back. G'day, Bella. How are you? They worked hard to get back. They forced that kick. Doug, it fucking kills me. And when they are in position, they get drawn into the flight of the ball. Like, you are 5 foot. God has told you you can't mark a ball. He's bit. Tell you what, Milwera's had a daymare. I think that was Brad Hill, actually. I'm being harsh. That one was Brad Hill. Apologies. I'm very well. Been a good battle, this, between Das and Marsh. You know what? Umpires are actually... I've noticed this game. Hey, Amanda, how are you? You know what is brilliant, though? Have you noticed this? That Darcy's been pinged at the moment for them little nudges outside of the contest. Oh, that is impeccable defending there. That impeccable. That gets a clap. Tell you what, Nathan Wilson, he might look 78, but Jesus, good mark. Thanks, Bella. You were sensational this week. Hopefully you've hurt them for us. Oh, well done, Marshall. Go on. I don't think Marshall has ever done a legal handball in his career. Like, George Gregan used to get it out of scrums like that. Ball comes into 50. St Kilda really need a goal. Bit of pressure here. Well done. Give it back. Big chance. Big chance. You know, I've really enjoyed Ryan Burns' game for St Kilda. I've really enjoyed it today. I have. Got Jack Bytel here. You don't often see him kick a snag. Yeah. Oil me up, mate. I feel you. Tell you what, if United do it, that'd be insane. Jack Bytel, they need this goal. Looks good. They've got it. Saints square it up. Been a great game. I love that goal umpire. Easily my favourite goal umpire. Saints going mental in the stands. 28-0. Good game, this. St Kilda just won't go away. Like Ross's teams. They just won't go away. The hard work here, the pressure, and how is Ryan Burns there on his own? And a good, smart kick inside. Going to be interesting, this. Fremantle won't have expected this, especially with St Kilda's team, all the injuries. Credit to them. Who's winning the Champions League? Bayern Munich. Douglas, I did, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I think Spurs do have to ask the questions. They've run that club to try and even their profit loss. And if you want to win something, you've got to take a risk. I think they've had a lot of good players. I think they made a massive mistake getting rid of some coaches as well in their time. I think Jose was a mistake getting rid of him. Filippo! Come on, Mateus! Well, get excited here. Mateus has a chance to kick Fremantle, Collingwood into the lead. I do think there'll be a part of that. Jason, there will be a part. He's my pick for the Rising Star. I've got money on him. And he's got the snag. St Kilda take the lead. Mateus, get around him. I like Bayern as well. I like Nagelsmann, the coach. They're all getting around him. Well done, Mateus, lad. Good one. You love to see it. Bayek, he looks like he's Ma. Only a few in there. Good goal there. Saints deserve this lead. They deserve this lead. Tell you what is amazing. You look at them. They've scored from transition. That's 13 points now from the centre. What was it? 17 points from defensive transition. Just the basics. That's what Ross does. Like, people criticise Ross, and I've done it before as well. But I'll give him one thing. His teams execute basics. Oh, that's a risk. Well, good hustle. Keep hustling. Keep hustling. Umpire, he's round his fucking neck. Tell you what, if Saints get another goal here, you can feel the momentum has shifted in this game. Oh, Jurgen Klinsmann, what a player he was. I remember when he came to the Premier League in 95. What a player he was. What a footballer. It was just before 96, wasn't it? Euro 96 when he came. I remember going to see Germany play. I was at the semi-final that England lost that game. Went to a lot of the games then. Our school was twinned with Bulgaria. So they trained at our pitch. Interesting little pom fact that no one wanted to know. Been a real enjoyable game though, this. I've got to say. Don't often say that. Sinclair, big Gregor Owen to get it out. Well done, Michito. Keep going. Go again. He's dragged that in, umps. Umpa. Oh. Two minutes. Tell you what. St Kilda get the next goal. That asks a lot of questions, I think, of Fremantle. Sam. Oh, how good was that goal? Gazza's goal. Against Colin Hendry. Left, right, left. Bang, goal. We've all recreated that goal at school. Attempted to. Sam, they're a chance. They can do it. Got to change. Go back to the old system. Mason Wood. Kick out front to Gresham. Gresham's got this in him as well. And Gresham's been good. Gresham has been very good. Tell you what, St Kilda Attacking flair. Here's Gresh. Don't think I've ever seen anyone over Banana a Banana. Like, he's banana that so much it's a fucking smoothie. What was that about? Minute to go. Oh, tell you what, very easy exit, which would indicate they have one more in the middle. Good hustle. Good hustle. Well done. Chance for one more. Find this kick. Chance for one more. And there it is. A surprise to chip kick. Surprise to defender. Pivoting and chipping has gone out of bounds on the full. It's going to be tough, but I'm looking at it this way. Boys have got to go back to the old game plan. They're not going to, if they go static, it's a long, hard season if that is the new method. Look at all the top teams. Quick, fast-paced. Slow football's dead. 30 seconds. He's had 3 attempts at that kick. And that's the best effort. Well done from Machito. Essendon, right at the top of that ladder. You love to see it, don't you? You wait for the media. This is the year. Oh, he's burst through. Good tackle. Tell you what, this game, no one's dying trying. Liam Henry's in a bit of space here. This will be harsh. He's played for... Oh, umpire, he's played all day for that. I agree, mate. He has sold the absolute house out of that. He didn't have any intention for that marking contest. Look at this. Oh, tell you what, Josh Tracy, take a bow, mate. Oscar's in post. That's what Harry needs to do, though. Harry and Charlie need to do that. This is stiff for St Kilda. Don't deserve that. Half time, 34 apiece. And that is stiff, man. That is stiff. I feel for Geelong. I mean, I feel for Saints in that occasion because they didn't deserve that. But it happens sometimes. But all in all, a really good game. I've enjoyed that. I'm going to go and grab my dinner and a quick drink. So you guys and girls do the same. I'll be back in probably 10 minutes. We'll reconvene. But my tea is cooked, so I'll sit here and have a scran with you guys and a drink because I am parched. But we'll be back for the second quarter. We'll be back for the second half. We'll be back in 5 shakes of a lamb's tail. So let me just do that. Where the hell is HQ default? So go and grab a drink, and we will be back with you very shortly. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? Bit early for dinner. I'm a Pob. Pob's eat at 5. Right. Geelong Saints. They are up. Bit of bowler. What is the score of that game? Is it still a lot? A lot. Let's have a look. That can't be real. Can it? Jesus. Bombers Premiers. 60 points. Oh, dear. Oh, well. Is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Cheers, everyone, anyway. Bit of 4 pints. Were the Hawks really bad? That's the only game I haven't watched this week. I'm assuming 60 points. 2 weeks. Week 5. Well, Franklin's not going to get banned, is he? It's impossible. Guy could murder someone on the field of play. Ultimate greatness. How you doing? Good, mate. Harry Himmelberg is one hell of a player. I like him. It's funny, actually. We were chatting about this. And I was talking to a good mate of mine, Carlton fans in chat, right? Look at Collingwood, right? Last year, their weakness was what? Clearances. They went out and got the best clearance player in the league. Their other problem, someone that can create space in the forward line. Dan McStay leading patterns are impeccable. Go back to when we bought Chera, right? Imagine if you had Gunston and, say, Alex Witherden, an intercept defender. Would you say that that wouldn't have been a better payoff? I genuinely think it would have been. Obviously, a caveat to that, you didn't know how Voss would play, right? But just hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? It's one of them things that, looking back, you know more now than you do then. Thoughts? How are you, Ultimate Greatness? Anyway, great win at the weekend. Impressive. But imagine a Jack Gunston would be good. Women's team, Michael. It's a tough one because of the system of the league, isn't it? Is what I always say. My spaghetti bolognese. Mate, spaghetti bolognese. I'm embracing my Carlton roots. Big shout out to Liam McPhee, actually, who made that for me. He's staying with us at the moment. Big Carlton fan, mate of mine. But the women's game's cooked, isn't it? Absolutely cooked. It's interesting because we haven't got, we've got into one of the easiest trade and free agency periods to sign a player without a coach. So how the fuck are you selling that system? We're not even linked with anyone. Like, you know, at least the men's team, both times they were linked with Clarkson. So you can sell that. We don't. Baby, can I have a cup of tea? Thank you. Sorry, I'm talking to Mrs. Pom. But it pisses me off, honestly, because I'm rare. I like women's football. Do you know what I mean? Like, the women's game for me, I enjoy. Do you know what I mean? Women's game I enjoy, and it pisses me off because I think they're actually taking the piss, what they're doing to that league. You've been trying to make good luck talking to Kev. I might be on FIFA later, Ultimate Greatness, so I'll send you a chat invite and we'll chat. White and one. No, I am white and none. Do you know what I mean? Don't have sugar in my tea. If it's made right, you don't need it. And it's made with my wife's love. So it's sweet enough. Isn't it, Mrs. Pom? Mrs. Pom's choosing to ignore us. You can tell it's halftime break. That's ridiculous. Honestly, I actually thought Hawks were going to be all right. I mean, that is one of my calls this year that's gone bad. I said Collingwood would be good. They were good. Oh, Cameron, you're talking my language, mate. It's got to be a good biscuit. Women, it is completely different. My issue is the way they've run it. Like, these ridiculous rules so people can move out of teams. They've expanded way too quickly. It's one of the worst run France sports I've ever seen. And Carlton have absolutely massacred it. Like, absolutely massacred their running of that system. I'd love to do it. Like, people think I'm joking. I'd love to coach the women. Do you know what I mean? I could be the Jose Mourinho of the women's game, I reckon. Unbiased. Oh, Owen, it would be like watching men's footy in 1890, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's obviously going to be different, but I love women's sport. Do you know what I mean? I get really into my netball, actually. Pies were ridiculous. That fourth quarter was the most obvious thing. $3.70 it was. Just so you know. Oh, Michael. Next season's going to be hard to watch, bro. We'll do it. We'll do some watch-alongs on this channel. I'd like to market the women's game a bit. I know some people don't like it, but mate, I wish the men were like the women in their engagement. St Kilda win the first centre battle. If the umpire pings that for deliberate, I'm going to be fuming. You know what pisses me off the most, Michael? It's Courtney Jones was my favourite player. And she went to Gold Coast. She's come back to Victoria. We didn't even bid. I've got to go and help Mrs. Pom. Hi, Mrs. Pom. Thank you, Mrs. Pom. My office door's sticky, so you can't get in. Oh, how good would that have been, mate? What bet? St Kilda go inside 50. I mean, Fremantle go inside 50. Brave. Frederick and Sinclair. You love to see it. Beautiful football, boys. That is brave. I love that as well. Sinclair patting him on the chest. You love to see it. Two big, strong men going for the ball. That is exceptional football. Oh, what a goal. Absolute exquisite football there. Brave. We've just seen bravery all around the park there. What a goal as well. Just quietly by Switkowski. But I'll tell you what, I hope, was that Wood who headbutted the post? Let me have a look. Yeah, it was. Oh, I hope Mason Wood's all right. But what a goal. What a goal by Switkowski. Freo have the lead. How did I rate the Blues' performance? If you haven't seen the review, go and check it out. I'm going to be honest. Hey, Jay, how you doing, my friend? As a Carlton fan, I'm going to be totally honest with chat. I'm rating Carlton all season as if they're a top four side, because that's where we need to be. So, based on being a top four side, piss is how I'd rate it. 4 out of 10. Sinclair takes the bounce. Oh, Sinny. Great handball inside. Runners everywhere here for St Kilda. Great running lead there. Saints have got players out. Great kick. Finds Mitch Owens. Tell you what, St Kilda under Ross, Michael. I like it. They've got a bit of an attacking flair. I was saying earlier, what Ross does really well is they execute the basics incredibly well, his sides. The question mark is, can he have the nondescript parts of AFL to be a top coach? So far, they do. Hey, Ultimate Greatest, mate, you don't have to apologise. You're a big fan. The Gresh Prince, mate. Cameron, I love you, mate. That Smagball's good, but I'm not Italian, so don't trust my ratings. Oh, Luke Jackson. Great little passage of play here. Good tackle. That's ball. Obsy fended off. Great game, this. This is going to be a real tense game. Mate, every game's better. He is, mate. Oh, Jordan Clark. Brilliant football. Good kick as well. They're out here. Turn around, mate. Good football. Very good game, this, tell you. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Good little kick there from the width. That is the worst kick there. The last kick in between two players. They were out there. Are we going to start cheering on the Saints? What do you think? I do love Luke Jackson, just quietly. Good little football. Well done, Mason. Mason Wood there has worked so hard. What gave me the idea to start doing YouTube videos? Well, Terry asked me to help on Blue Abroad, and it just kind of took off. I didn't really want to do it. And it just took off, and you guys seemed to like me after a while, so I love it now. It's like my favourite part of the week. Oh, that's unlucky. Tell you what, Walsh is a difference maker. You saw Ollie Hollands. People have understated his game, but look how far he ran and where he was. He was in both attacking and defensive phases. So important. Oh, defensively, Jay, we were good. My issue with that, though, is that you don't play that way if you're a top four side. Do you know what I mean? Your defenders should be your best players. And I felt the fourth quarter, and this is even with my blue glasses on, Richmond were vulnerable, especially when Curnow kicked that third. We never went out for it. But the facts are, Carlton can't concede 66 inside 50s and finish top 8. They'll finish top 12. So, yes, it was good, but Wheaton and Young, we're way beyond getting peppered like that, in my opinion. Way beyond. Oh, that's a great hit up from Lockie Schultz. I wouldn't mind this fella here playing for Carlton next year. What do the Carlton fans think? Old Schultz. Old Darcy. Schultz! What a goal. Mate, ultimate greatness. You're a great bloke yourself, mate. I really appreciate that comment. You're a legend in my books, mate. Schultz kicks the goal, and that, I've got a fear that might open the floodgates. Jeff, I'm looking forward to this. Amersham, eh? Jesus, niche area. Schultz kicks the goal. 46-34. I've got a horrible fear here. This might open the floodgates. The most pomp thing in the world as well. Finishing a beer with me tea. And me cup of tea is me dessert. 46-34. 14 minutes 52 to play in the third. It's going to be interesting, this. Don't mind McGovern. My only issue is I think he plays better as a key. And I don't know. I mean, there's an argument you could drop Lewis Young, but would you? I mean, I'd rather have someone like... I'd rather have like a Premiership third tall. Gunston would have been brilliant. Spot on, Owen. Cameron, I've got no issue how we played in that terms. I thought how you played, slow ball movement, don't play on. Carlton's lowest play on from the mark since Voss took over. Carlton's highest kick to handball ratio since Voss took over. It was the perfect game plan to beat Richmond, but you have to have that quick ball movement to attack them when you stifle them. It was genius, but you've got to have that next layer. And I don't think we'll ever know what Voss is doing. I know Voss is a big advocate of in-game lessons. Is it him saying play it for 4 quarters and learn the lesson the hard way? Big risk if he's doing that. He's big-brained it. It's going to be interesting. Jeremy Howe, definitely someone like Jeremy Howe, halfback would be nice. We have got a lot of players there, though. That's why I think that third forward. Shame there isn't a Premiership ruckman. Danny, mate, I'm with you. I think we have a chance. I am... Carlton with an intercept defender are 7-1, right? So now they're 7-1-1. And we played horrible as an attacking outfit. Mitch McGovern was hung out to dry. So for me, right, I'm quite confident that Mitch McGovern is probably the third most important cog in Carlton's team behind George Hewitt and Sam Walsh, because that two-way running, you saw, you've got to be two-way running defensively, especially if we play that full team defense. It's going to be interesting, mate. It's going to be interesting. Luke Ryan, I'd take him. Third forward, definitely. If I was doing a shopping list, it was soccer, let's say, as Mitch Owens kicks it in. If it was soccer and we had till round 4 to buy someone, you'd definitely be looking at a third tall. A third tall. So Gunston, Himmelberger's been suggested. Don't mind it. I actually think we've got it on the list. I won't be convinced TDK is not the third forward you're craving for. Mate, I'm with you. If you gave me Tom Papley and Jack Gunston, Carlton win the flag. Bailey Fritz. Oh, him. Proper footballer. Give me Bailey Fritz. How much do you want for him? Good kick. Oh, there's players inside all over the place here. Oh, wow. Oh, what has he done to Frederick? Absolute brilliant hustle from St Kilda. They've saved a certain goal there. Kick was horrendous. Good pressure, though, from Saints. If he kicks that goal, oh, Lou Jackson. Tell you what, I feel like the door has opened a bit here. Oh, Michael Frederick at high half forward. I'd rate that too. I like the way, though, right? St Kilda aren't phased. They're still going with their system. I like that. I think you learn a lot about a side under pressure. Papley would be great, Michael. I think logically, you know what I think? Carlton's most important positions for Voss's system are your intercept forward and a ruck, right? And an intercept defender, right? And I feel like Carlton have risked a lot in the last 2 trade windows to hope the players they've got, who are very good, stay fit. And I think we can't do it this season. If they don't, we have to go aggressive. And it worries me, but we have an advantage. This draft class is very good. Oh, Jay, mate, I was praying, even though I knew it was a draw when I did my review, I thought Carlton have to go up the gears. Have to. Because we were so much fitter than Richmond at the end. You look at the end, when they shake hands, Carlton are way fitter. Tell you what, you know who has impressed me this game for St Kilda? And it's the backup work, but how good has Cordy been? Backup ruck. Tell you what, he's worked hard. Callum Mills and Tom Papley for TDK. Oh, mate, I'd walk TDK at Sydney on my back. Oh, O'Brien did the perfect execution in that. But good teams don't wait for the last 2 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Good teams put them away. Hey, Cam, let me know how you go, mate. Oh, risky kick. Well done, Gresh. Great from Community as well. Philippou kicked great goal. Been in everything first quarter. And second, he kicked his goal. Been all right. That was poor from Jack Steele getting in the way. Tell you what, Fremantle out here. Big tackle. Tell you what, St Kilda giving it here. Great mark. Absolute splendid mark from Mitch. Love Mitch Owens. He is a real footballer. Look out for Mitch Owens. I have a lot of time for the young gentleman. 10 minutes to go in this quarter. If they can come out with a goal here, huge. St Kilda having someone at the fall of the ball all the time is annoying me. You know what? Ross the boss. Oh, my greatness, I feel you. Jay, we were just talking about it at the start. That Stewart improves 135% against Carlton. Massive. Oh, Fife. Brilliant. Horrible after it. But that fend off, genius. Mate, it was an insane trade idea. What can I say? Oh, big mark. Good football. Come on, Milwari. He needs a good half because he's been... That's a big kick. Philippou marked that goal. Midgito Owens. He didn't know, but Stewart is big. I think St Kilda are a different kettle of fish. Carlton at that stage, though, look at our team. Missing intercepts. It wasn't our best side. I would have said that if you go back and watch that game, the biggest issue with Carlton, and I watched it for the preview, is that Carlton just kept attacking when probably they shouldn't have done. Do you know what I mean? Carlton attacked at times when it was meant to. But you look at that team, right? Plowman and Stocker were playing, right? And you know my thoughts on them. But no intercept, which is huge. Do you know what I mean? It was not really the team. No Pitternet as well. And Reece Stanley at the time just absolutely dominated TDK around the ground, which was a big worry. Dominated him on hit outs, but around the ground, he killed him. around the ground, he killed him. Charlie Cameron. Now we're talking. Oh, Richmond are a great pressure side. They're a great side. I'm not worried. I'm more concerned that we're suddenly a kick-based side. That's my biggest worry. And I hope that's every Carlton's fan worry. We're a poor kick running side ahead of the ball. Look at the running ahead of the ball from Freo. So good. So many options. Fremantle at the moment are playing like Carlton when Carlton play well. Right? That they are doing the right things, but skill execution is killing them. Oh, Jay. Carlton's inability to have someone at the fall of the ball pisses me off. Like, everyone's blaming O'Brien or Mackay. Watch that play back. If that ball goes in front of the contest, which it did, 0 players. If it goes through the back, 0 players. Mental. Mate, kicking is very overstated in today's AFL game, right? And I'll tell you for why. Zonal systems make kicking almost the biggest danger you've got in the game, but very important. When people talk about Carlton's kicking, they forget that the best sides move into space. Very easy to kick. You look at the great kicking sides in the AFL in the last 15 years, high uncontested marks. It's how hard you work. Like, when people say people were bad kicks, look at the AFL combine. No one's massively bad at kicking. Key defenders all about the same. Intercept defenders all about the same. Do you know what I mean? Goal kickers all about the same. No one's different. No one's different, right? Big differences is what they're kicking to. And then you watch Carlton. Second half is everything that's wrong with Carlton. Watch the easy kicks become harder because everyone runs away. It annoys me. Who do you think has the most exciting future between Cowan and Hollands? Cowan will get the raps. Hollands will be the most consistent out of the two, though. But it's A's philosophy. It's like if you ever go and watch football, like round ball in the UK, different. Everyone gets modern day sport. We don't. You have the occasional pundits, right, in the UK, who are very good pundits, but they're from an old method of football and they get it wrong a lot. So, a good example in the UK is let me think. What's his name? His name's gone out of my head. Remind me. Graham Souness, right? Great example, right? Is Graham Souness. Played the game when the game was very physical, less technical gift, right? And he complains about stupid stuff. A great example of Souness is he hated Casemiro when United signed him because he doesn't pass exceptionally well. He can't, his exact words were, can't hit the 30-yard long ball. No team plays it. No team plays that way. In his day, though, it was important. So it's the same with good kicking skills. No one in today's game kicks the ball 30 metres to a mark because they play zonal systems. Jeff, ball retention, it's a great thought. I'd love to read the book, but you look at all the modern day sports. It's why anyone over 50, unless they care about sport, should be allowed to be a pundit, unless they've learnt. Because if you played the game like you did in the 90s, you'd lose by 10 goals. Physicality is less and less important. Do you know what I mean? Nowadays, it's run and stun, zonal systems. Zonal systems are suicide for a kick mark side. That's why the best kick mark side we've seen of the last 20 years, Eagles, won 1 flag. Zonal systems kill it. Hayden Young. Good game, this. Gonna be a good last quarter. It's a big thing for me, though. Like, I hate hearing Carlton are a bad kicking side. Under pressure, yeah, but look at the movement. Like, go back and watch the 3 goals McGovern caused. 1, outside of the boot. Piss poor. He just miskicked it. The other 2, though, go back and watch the midfield and halfbacks. They're running away from him, making that kick harder. Then watch Daniell Rich. When he gets the ball for Brisbane, they run towards him, so he has the easy thing. No, but Jeff, you get it. Because, like you say, you've read that book, you get it. But what annoys me in the AFL is you have Breton talking about biff and shit. If the players biffed now, they'd be out for 10 years. You can't kick mark anymore. The game's changed. The game's changed since I was a kid at soccer. Makes me sad. Because in my day, defenders got the ball, kicked it 50 metres when there was in trouble. Nowadays, they play. Do you know what I mean? When I was at school, if you were a defender, it was because you were fat and like violence. Now they're just as good as strikers were when I was a kid. Hey, Lana. How you doing, my lovely? I'd like to see McGovern be a swing option until Carlton work out a third tall. But for me, JSOS would be my third tall at the moment, with TDK floating there as the impact, which I think you can get away with it then. Oh, good handball. Go on, Ryan. He deserves a goal. Good football, boys. Come on, Saints. Saints need a goal here. Cause the indecision. There's Russell Brand, captain of them. I think Jesus third top, TDK as that option, playing high half forward 70% of the game, pinch hitting 30%, and Pitternet actually doing it. Got it. Yeah, so I've got no issue with over 50s, Jeff. Don't think that. I'm encroaching it. I'm getting old. But my issue is when they talk about how the game was played. If you played like we did in 95, you'd finish bottom in the league nowadays. Zonal systems have killed it. Fast handball movement has killed the setup of going man and man. It's why no one plays man and man anymore. Man and man, you get battered. I love Jack Martin. My issue with Jack is he's got to be invested. Oh! Tell you what, Mason Wood deserves a goal. Tall wingers. I am doing Lana. I'll be back as normal from next week. It was just this week. I was out drinking and partying for My Chemical Romance. It's rude not to. Liam Henry has been everywhere. Liam Henry would be a great example of Motlop. He stayed forward large parts of the game. Because look, he's getting back inside 50. Well done. Good boy. Come on, Saints. Hey, Dan, I love it. Mate, I watch a lot of football. I thought we'll start integrating some other teams. It's good fun, mate. I thought Sunday, 4 o'clock fixtures usually the shit game, so it was a good one just to have a bit of chat and talk shit. Oh, go on, mate. Well done. Clever football. Jade, you've got to go for the ball, bro. Good football. Predictions as we go into the fourth quarter. I'm thinking Matthias Philippou, winner. Thoughts? Michito versus Sean Darcy. Oh, I am indeed, Pete. Well done. Good pressure. Come on, Saints. I'd love Saints to take this level. I reckon we're going to have a ripping finish. Can't believe Brennan Cox has got 25 touches. Oh, I think Freo are favourites from here. They've got the experience. But I am enjoying watching St Kilda give it a go. They need this goal, though. I think they need to go in level. I think a goal just allows Fremantle to go goal for goal. Did all the time until COVID, Jay. And then, honestly, I really enjoy this setup we've got here. Oh, Mason. Well done. Good pressure, boys. Oh, umpire. It's a game of football, mate. I agree with you, mate. No, I'm with you. Brad Crouch is allowed to challenge for it. My greatness, not really. For a Carlton fan, I have been quite bullish that I think Collingwood have recruited well, and I think the media were a little bit harsh to him. Bobby Hill, I think he's like a lot of players like him. He goes to the right system that appreciates him. He'll be very good. Hey, Jay, enjoy yourself, my friend. So, third quarter time, siren goes. Liam Henry has a kick. This kid can play footy as well. He's been very good today. Horrible off the boot. And that is 3/4 time. We are 42 St Kilda. Plays Fremantle 7 goals and 6 for 48. Gerard Way. Jeff, I like the singer as well. They were fantastic. They were absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. I reckon that'll be a good game as well, Michael. I mean, I look at it this way with Carlton season. People upset about it. I had a 0-2. So if we're 1-0-1-1, huge dub because I had us finishing 5th. Jesus, Jay. COVID, I don't even think's round, is it anymore? I mean, it is round, but I think everyone's learned to live with it, haven't they? Bobby Hill is a great lesson for Jesse Motlop. Never leaves 50. Always at the feet. Jesse Motlop did that for 4 quarters. He'd score 40 goals a year. Absolutely annoys me. That spag ball's really good. Just FYI. So big last quarter. I'm looking forward to this. Who are we predicting from here? My brain tells me Freo by 12. My heart tells me St Kilda by 6. Get your predictions. Get your predictions in chat. Saints or Freo? Freo by a goal. I eat slowly, Michael. I'm one of them annoying people where I take like a mouthful like every 20 minutes. It's not that big. It's just a standard bowl of food. If you go back, I'm probably at about 12 spoonfuls. It's really nice. I'm a picky eater, one of them guys, unless it's a roast, which I'll eat in like 12 seconds. We might have to do a live stream of a roast. Grease, my brother. I hope so, but I think Freo as well. Freo by 4 goals, Freo by 20. I think Freo will run away with it. I hope not, though. I'd like a tight game. I'd like us to get invested because that's my weakness. I get invested into a game. Favorite time slot to watch footy? I do like a Friday game, to be honest, 7 o'clock. That's 7:30 fixtures on a Friday. Himmelberg was ridiculous. No, I like it. I like Friday. I really like a Friday game. I don't like Thursday because I feel like I get in weekend mode too early, but it's a selfish thing. But I do like Friday because I think it's good. It's good if you win, though. And I don't mind, believe it or not, Saturday ARBOR, 1 o'clock. I like that because you can still watch the football and then do something with the kids and wife. Probably an unpopular opinion, though. But Friday, I think is just beautiful, isn't it? Friday, nighttime, lights. It's just the dream, isn't it? It's good. Watch the footy. You got all weekend to chill. It's beautiful. Need Dale Santos' shoes. Look, he's been on the grass. He's been on the grass, look, and his shoes are fucking pristine, mate. Look at the rims. Coddy's been brilliant. Mate, I don't mind. I don't mind the afternoon fixtures because I feel like you've got like time to do stuff. Justin Kosicki, that's a good rate shout, that actually, Pete. Zoe, he's taking an ice cream. My wife is chasing my son. He's a bandit. Rory Lobb, honestly, it's why I have the dog slipping. A lot of dogs have come for me, but Rory Lobb, dog shit. You know, one of my mates was actually at the game, and he's a D's fan, and he was telling me that there was like this really loud Doggies fan sat in front of him, and Beveridge has walked up the stairs, and he was telling me that the guy was like this, Bever, tell me what the effing point of fucking Lobb is. He's shit. And I was like, that's quality. They've already lost faith. I've never rated Rory Lobb. I thought it was a weird acquisition, but it's what it is, isn't it? Oh, Lions were very poor. Aaron Norton's a weird one. Do you know what I mean for me as well? Because do you find Aaron Norton it reminds me a lot of, this is controversial, Jesse Hogan. That people think he's really good, but I genuinely don't see it. Tell you what, Freo, get it in. Manic here from Freo and St Kilda. I love this Frederick. Absolutely love him. Port were good. They're really hard to see, though, aren't they, Port? Because Port can beat Brisbane, and they do it for the last 10 years. They could beat Brisbane by 10 goals, but then go out next week and lose by 15. Be nice, wouldn't it? Good little kick. I do like a little bit of Aish. Big mark by Darcy just outside. I think it's... I think both are pretenders. I don't think they'll get into win the flag. I think Port needed that win more than them. Jeff, great analogy there. I just don't. I think he's your typical second ruck option who can forward a bit. I do say though, TDK needs that role. You know, where there is a defined role of 80% forward, 20% in the ruck. I think that would help TDK out, and I think you would see a little bit from him. You know what? Ryan Burns doesn't deserve that kick, but he has been sensational this game. I have really enjoyed Ryan Burns' game. 18 minutes. It's a big one. Lions were poor. It was a weird one, that. Oh, Dan. It was like when we got Fogarty. I remember we were linked with him, and I watched like one of his games, and I was like, this guy's crap. And then he came to us, and you've got to start loving him. Beautiful little kick there. Fremantle, we got a bit of defensive work to do. St Kilda have taken the game on. Good Jets. Come on, Millware. He deserves it. Oh, Mill. Good intercept by Pearce. Good little game of football, this. Would be one of the more Carlton things. You know what, though? I would take Sean Darcy. I do like Darcy. I'm a big fan. I love Millware, mate. I love him. I love Frederick as well. Oh, good kick. Come on. Come on, Gresh. Get it in, son. It would help if... Tell you what, it would help if St Kilda had someone above 5 foot in the forward line. Well done, Mace. Keep going. Come on, Philo. Good. Go on. Mason deserves this. Big goal. Absolute huge goal. St Kilda level it up. And Mason Wood has been playing very well. We know I love a winger. The only thing I like more than a winger is a tall winger. Palm fact. Good handball by Philippo. 48-0. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bowl game with 16:27 left on the clock. It's been a good game. I've enjoyed this one. Jesus, bit of chest hair there on more banners. Hey. Darcy competing with the ruck on his own and nearly messing it up. Oh, Philippo, he's gone on the ball. Bold choice there. Oh, just got in each other's way. Oh, Pearce. Frantic pressure from St Kilda. 16 minutes to go. 48. Oh, this is a great game, this. Looking forward to seeing it, Ed Allen. I am. He's a big boy. That's been a great battle as well, Darcy Marsh. I've enjoyed Darcy Marshall. Oh, umpire. Unfortunately not, Michael. No, finances this year changed a little bit. So we've changed it up, but we still wish him the best. Oh, good mark. Schultz, big. How many marks does Schultz take for someone who's 3'8"? Poor kick. Well done by Liam Henry. Behind 49, 48, 15 minutes. Good kick. Good kick. That's what I love about Sinclair. I love Sard to take Carlton's kick-ins and do that. The old 1-2. Chip to centre-half forward, back. Run on. Oh, Sinclair's done well there. There's 2 on 1 here. Philippo, he had it, spent it. Gresham! Gresham gets the goal. 14:40 left on the clock. Saints take the lead. What a game. Work from Sinclair, though. He took that kick in. Imagine if that was Sad. We could get him doing them 1-2s. Gresham, though, good finish, and he's had a very good game. Sidestep, bang. Good work. 14:40 left on the clock. Been a good game, this. You know what I love, though? Much love, Michael. See you then. It's getting a good game, isn't it? It's a real battle. It's one of them games. I like these battly games where no one's really clean. And this is what St Kilda under Ross are doing well. They're stifling them. Hunter Clark. Oh, good. Oh, not paid. There's panic here in Freo. Freo need to calm this down. Good kick. How is that not high? It's Frederick could do, couldn't he? He's one of them players. Banfield is on for Taberner. That is a weird selection. Bold, though. I like it. Quick handball, Philippo. Kicks it poorly, really, but Hill's good enough. Mason Ward! He's got it! He has been brilliant this game, Mason Wood. And you know what? Anthony Caminti, brilliant. Brilliant. And Longmuir looks lost. Great hustle here. Great awareness as well. Freo are in a bit of strife, Jeff. They need the next one now. How good's football when you don't care? Such a good game when you don't care. I think I had Fremantle when the Dogs missing finals. Can't remember. They need this goal straight from the centre, and they've got a great opportunity. Will Brodie kicks it from miles away to behind. 60 plays 50. 13 minutes on the clock. This has been a ripper. I like this. Milwara's had a bit of a tetchy game. Taking the kicking duty. Might regret it. Hayden Young takes the intercept. 50, about 60 out. That's a great lead by Fife. Fife, genius lead. Big goal coming. Big goal coming. Fife, he takes his gum shield out. He puts it in his socks. You love to see it. Can I ask a stupid question? I played rugby inside centre, both league and union. Why do they put their gum shield in their foot, in their shoe? Why can't you kick with it? Just out of interest. Hasn't made the distance. It's a behind. 51-60. I reckon Taberner would be worth looking at. Good target. Not a bad shot at goal. Comfort. Okay. Makes sense. Suppose it's not nice having it in. I mean, if you could give me on the 5th tackle to be able to kick it into the air, I'd appreciate it. Happy birthday, Kev, mate. Much love. Makes sense. Obviously, you can't take it out mid-game in a game of rugby. You'll lose your tooth. How often does that happen? Shin pads and stuff. Oh, bad time to slip. He might have got away with it, though. Much love, mate. Yeah, ultimate greatness is one of them things, though, isn't it? Oh, big mark. Tell you what, this is getting to be one of them games, isn't it? Frederick, bit of pace. Someone needs to lift here. Henry gets one chance. Oh, Cal Wilkie. This game, you feel like a mistake. He's going to cost someone. Is that the mistake? Luke Jackson. Oh, 52-60. Oh, you feel that might be the gods saying St Kilda win. Big tackle to dispose Brad Hill. Not too sure what happened with the camera angle. Oh. Oh, no. Philippo! Handball over the top. Oh! Exactly 10 minutes to go. We're at the halfway line for a stoppage. Boundary throw. 8 points in it. You really feel like a mistake is going to win this game. You don't feel like someone's going to win it. Makes sense, Clarence. Oh, that's ball. Surely that's ball. It is. Is that the mistake? They do, Swiggy. Is that the mistake? We were just saying mistake. He's going to win this game. I'm not too sure what's going on here. But fair play to him. But this has been a ripping game. A ripping game. Looks good off the boot. It's there. Zane Corby. Cordy, he deserves the goal. Deserves the goal. He's worked hard. And is that enough? 14 points, 9 minutes. 2 goals in this type of game. 2 and a bit goals. 3 goals to win it. It's a lot in this type of game, isn't it? G'day, Power from Port. Feels like it, Jeff. That could be the mistake. Good chin on Zane, hasn't he? Good chin. Right. He's had a good game, him. What the fuck does a yacht mean? It's got to be like just go for it. Hunter Clark. That kick probably helped. Good handball. They need a goal quick, Fremantle. They need... I did indeed, Power from Port. You were very impressive this week, mate. Oh, umpire, don't start getting involved, mate. 8 minutes 40, free kick. Switchkowski. Well, Luke Jackson looks worth every cent of the 800k, doesn't he? Come on. Have you noticed a lot of Fremantle's players look like someone's gone on AFL Evo and used the same body, just changed like the facial hair? Oh, Hayden Young owes them. Hayden Young owes them. 50 out. They need a goal. Everyone getting in everyone's way. Oh, Melbourne, too good. They're a reason that they were my favourites to win it. Melbourne, too good. I actually don't think you can stop them. I think they are, by far, too good. If they stay fit, too good. That being said, oh, no! Oh, the handball is horrific. No one wants to win this game. That being said, doggies are pants. Seven minutes 25. Why is Fife not on the ground? This is the time you want him in it. Big free. Darcy's been heavily clamped down on. And I'm glad. Ron Marsh. Kick that down the line. Oh, Michito needed that. I'm with you, Dan. I just don't get it. I thought Dunkley was the biggest loss in the league. Collingwood versus Pies. Great. Collingwood versus Cats. Brilliant game. Who would have thought having one of the best clearance players in the league would fix Collingwood's clearance problems? Mental. Oh, it's mental, damn. Go on, Philippo. Give it back. Oh, mate, that handball's garbage. Go on, Jade. What is Luke Jackson doing? Good football. Need a mark if. Oh, no. They don't need to rush. Why are St Kilda rushing? Oh. Bit of cramp here. He takes the mark. Battle is battling a cramp issue. Good kick. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm not a Collingwood fan by a long way, but I wasn't surprised, especially when Stewart went down. Their intercept game went, and I felt like there was a formality you were going to win it. Like them contested numbers, them clearance numbers are disgusting. Collingwood stay fit. Carlton find their form. Could be a great game, that. Hayden Young. 5 minutes to go. A few of these players have really taken risks. 4 minutes 50 left. Barely Banfield's got to go here. He ain't got time to piss about. Nat 5 takes a mark. About 80 out. Fremantle know they need to kick 3 goals. Do they? Someone want to get that message out to them? Tell you what, St Kilda have just fallen back here. They've just fallen back in the hole. This will be huge from Will Brodie. Oh, Schultz spills the mark. Gresham gets the clearance. That'll be deliberate. That'll be deliberate. It is. Man, he might be a pie player. Mitchell's the best at what he does. Handballs to runners. I don't get why people don't like him. I understand why Carlton fans don't like him because we've got no runners. But if you have runners, you want him. Oh, Pearce has done well there. He was brilliant. He was brilliant, mate. I don't understand why people don't like Mitchell. I've never understood it. I wanted Mitchell for ages at Carlton. They need to score right now off transition, and they've given it up. And Milwera deserves this goal more than most. I hope he kicks it. He had a torrid first quarter. This is it. You could be witnessing. I think it's already game over, to be honest, but this could be. Oh, it's a behind. Oh, what a game. Well, I mean, I think it's pretty much all over, to be honest, I would say. But it is a game to play. 15 points. Saints lead by 15 with 2 minutes 30 to go. Marshall. St Kilda's still going for it as well. What are Freo doing? This needs to be kicked and marked. The lead is there. 5. He couldn't grab it. Well done, Mitch. 2 minute warning. Players always at the back of the contest, though, for Fremantle. Not too sure what has happened here. Weird, isn't it, Swiggy? You would have thought they would have made that change. Gresham is out in space. Gresham's going to kick the sealer here. Gresham! Oh! What a game. 15-point lead for Fremantle, 1 minute 20. 15-point lead St Kilda, 1 minute 20 left. What a game. I hope Higgins is all right. He looks it. Like, I don't mind him going up forward, but you would have thought in the crux, this is where you play him, innit? Looks lost. Well, I don't think there's any way back, is there, really, for Fremantle here? Like, they'd have to score right now. $57 seconds to go. Look at the St Kilda fans. They're getting up and about. Mate, Swiggy, spot on. $40 seconds. They get the free. And that is... Hey, Clarence, you nailed it. Oh, tell you what. That is a big win. Big win for the Saints. Not many people gave them a hope and a prayer, but that is a huge, huge win. And Clarence, spot on. Ross gets his first win. St Kilda win the first game of the season for them. And tell you what a huge win for the Saints. That sets them up nicely. Sets them up nicely. But thank you, everyone in chat. That was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to doing this next week. Everyone enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you soon. Pom out.